Big ones. Is that it? You on? Look like he bit. You're on. You're on. You're on.
Got him. Awesome,
Yes.
Man. How about that?
There was these two big things, and I'm like, I think it was a permit, huh?
That is a whopper.
Jack's coming hard. Oh, did you get it?
Yes, he
Dude,
did.
that's so cool. Wow.
Just ate it like a sailfish.
Look at him in the water. That's beautiful.
What a big dog. I want this one.
Oh, there he is.
That's got to be my personal best. There's 24, so it's like 22 pounds. That is definitely personal best.
Oh! Yeah! Come on, come on. Oh! He ate it. He ate it. He ate it. Nice, baby. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought you said you had to...
Got him. Relax.
Oh, dude, he just ripped my boat off. Oh! Awesome. Look at that big boy. Woo!
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
What's up?
Morning.
Beautiful day.
Yeah. I saw some pilchards down the beach there on the way down, so maybe we go try to catch those first. Brought a few crabs in case we see some permit.
Okay.
I think it'd been 5-10 years since we've been down fishing around 7 Mile area.
I love 7 Mile. The 7 Mile Bridge is in a great area between what I consider the lower Keys backcountry and kind of the middle Keys and upper Keys there. And there's an area kind of where there's a ton of islands, and then there's kind of a break, and you have the Gulf, and then there's a ton more islands. There's also all these banks in there, and then there's a tremendous amount of water that flows through that 7 Mile channel.
First thing we did is go over there and catch some bait. We didn't have to go far. Ran up on the shoreline over here, and you know, there was pilchards all scattered out throughout the flats there.
And there's a bunch right in front of us. See it moving in front of you?
Yep.
That's all out there. If you throw, you're gonna get it.
Got a few.
Good shot. There were some much thicker schools that I saw. I bet we get a real good shot here coming up. They're just streaming by right now.
Thicken up a little.
There it is right there.
Got them a little better there.
Yep. The way that I got my boat set up is, it really helps so much, because having that, what Power Pole calls total boat control, you got the Power Pole move on the front, and you got the Power Poles on the back to be able to stop. And then we just have an endless supply of battery power with the Lithium Pros. We can run that thing all day long. Good shot.
That's been a real big change, you know, with the trolling motor technology using less power, and then also the batteries getting better and better and better. We can do anything now.
Yes, sir.
Well, that ought to get us enough to go fishing with. Giant school farmer right in front of us.
Right here in this hole. Still right there. They do not want to leave this hole. I've never seen some fish stay in a hole like that. I mean, we're putting pressure on them, and they just want to stay in that hole.
I see him.
I see them. Big ones. Is that it? You on? Look like he bit. You're on. You're on. You're on.
Got him.
Yes.
Awesome, man. How about that? Dude, that was so cool. He was black as could be. 2 giant fish.
Giant fish.
Wow.
I saw him eat it, and then I was waiting for your line to come tight.
I felt the
I was
thump,
like,
but
is that you? Is that you? Is that you? And he went all the way over there.
well, that certainly worked out. That crab hit near him, and he jumped on it.
There you go. Real tight. There you go.
God, that tower is just amazing for this, though.
I tell you, with that light just right, he's right there, and you can't see him at all.
Yep.
There, I see him now.
Yeah!
Right on, buddy. Look at that guy. That is a whopper. A whopper.
Wow.
Man, what an awesome fish. What an awesome fish. Good work, dude. That's a day maker right there. That's like 28 pounds, I'd say. That's a beautiful fish. Let's let him go. He looks like he's got a cataract on his eye. Maybe that's what happened. I put my crab on the other side. You put it on this side. He could see it.
Well, I really thought I spooked him. They were going so fast.
Good luck out there, big guy. Woo! Yes.
That was awesome, man.
I bet you we can find another one. Wow. Something tells me.
To get more information and purchase the gear that we're using on the show, scan the QR code.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks Cay Resort and Marina. Find what lures you. Lowrance, America's #1 fish finder. Waypoint, the destination for outdoor entertainment. Mercury, go boldly. Marathon, come as you are. Ameritrail Trailers. Daiwa. Power Pole. And by Reflex.
Well, I heard that there was a bunch of big jacks by the 7 Mile Bridge. If you want to catch one of those, that might be a good option. We got a few pilchards.
Sure. Sign me up, man. Big jacks. I like the sound of that. Nothing wrong with a jack. One of my favorite fish. I love them. And it's getting cloudier and cloudier, and the tide's coming in. Maybe it's a great time to do that.
Okay. Well, let's go do that. We can always come back and look for these permit later. I think it'd been 5-10 years since we've been down fishing around 7 Mile area. We really got a great tip from Jeff Malone, because fishing's been kind of tough. He mentioned these big jack corrals. They've been catching these big jacks, and I was hearing him say big jacks, and you got kind of excited, and I was like, he says they're like really big.
Yeah, well, Jeff Malone doesn't steer us wrong very often. Well, those Z-Man lures would be great for these jacks if they show up. We don't even have to re-rig.
Great.
Because if they're around, probably eat this real good. The other thing they like are big jigs, and I do have some of those.
Great. We got them set up there, and you know, just anchored right under the bridge with the trolling motor. It did not take long. I think it was my first cast out there. Put the rod in the holder. I was getting something ready, and that rod goes down. There he is.
All right.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Right on. What is that?
Probably what we're looking for. Might chum a bait or two too. That's a big fish. Yeah, that's a big fish.
That's a real big fish. Going that direction?
Yeah, let's chase it.
Okay.
Just go way wide. It's gone. No. That was a big fish. I was surprised.
I don't know what that was. That's a jack. Sign me up.
He went down with that current, and then he was down towards the bottom.
Yeah.
And he got around that piling. I was trying to get around. We got off one barnacle, but just like fighting a big tarpon.
Try here. Get another bait out there right away.
You know, we got set up again, and you know, we were working a couple different ways. We had one with a jig head on with a little lighter rod on the bottom there, with a pilchard on the bottom, and then we had one on the top with the bigger rods. And I was fishing that one on the bottom. There you go. That's a big fish. And on the little rod too. He's smoking it.
Go fast. Can you stop that trolling motor?
Yep, it stopped. Still out there a ways. Took a lot of line. We'd already gotten work once of the bridge. You know, you got the boat going around, and I was doing everything I could to keep that thing out of the bridge. It was just like fighting one of these big 100-pound tarpon. Now he went to the right. I'm good now, I'm good now. Even though the tide was going into the bay pretty quickly, That fish did not run with the tide. It knew it wanted to get back to the bridge, and I was putting his max pressure, trying to keep him. He tried to go to one piling, and I was working to the left. He'd go back the other way. I was trying to work him to the right. I mean, it was everything I could do to keep him out of those pilings.
Good. Boy, this is just like those big tarpon, how they want to get into the pilings. All right, now he's going in the right direction.
Strong fish.
I'm guessing it's going to be one of these big jacks we heard about. All right, good. So long I thought it was a shark or tarpon. Look at it.
That thing's massive. That's a really, really big one. Golly! That is the biggest jack I have seen in the Florida Keys ever. Come here, fella.
Well, and the way it ran right to the bridge, just like a
Wow!
tarpon.
Dude!
That's a big one.
That is the biggest jack ever in the Florida Keys. I mean, for sure.
That is. That's
And
like,
I've caught a lot of jacks in the Florida Keys.
we were just catching some little ones in the back
Wow.
country that one could eat.
This thing is massive. Look at the mouth on that thing.
Choppers.
What a big, giant Jack Crevalle.
Long fin there.
That's the biggest jack
That's it.
ever for the Florida Keys for me.
Different caliber. See you, buddy.
Different caliber is right. First thing I'm doing is tying on a different hook. It's a
good.
different leader. We get back over there. Golly. I mean, those are real jacks right there. Sign me up. I want one of those. I don't know. Didn't see really much life.
Yeah, let's run out and see what we can find on the banks.
Just weren't getting the bites like we thought, which is strange for the jacks like that because they're schooling fish, and typically when you catch one, you're catching a lot of them, but not that day. So I was determined. Now, you know, let's see if we can find some of those, and we also kind of knew that, you know, they also like these other areas, like where we were permit fishing. Maybe we should go up there and throw some lures and see if we can catch some up there. Oh, big one. There you go. That's the big jack right there.
Was that a jack?
That's the big jack. This is a real big fish.
That's like one of those giant jacks you've been looking for, huh? He just blew up on
Couldn't
it.
do any better than having it on the surface. Also, I thought it was a huge cuda. I'm pretty sure it's a big jack. I love this rod. This TD Soul. This thing is awesome.
That was cool.
It's a good fish. I mean, a really good fish. He's going right that way. We're good now. We're good now. We're good. We should be getting really close here to being able to see what he is. Still can't see him. He's right here, and I can't see him. Here he's coming. Woo! Big dog. Oh my gosh. That is definitely my biggest Jack Crevalle ever. Like, I hope you're ready to start wrestling.
I hope I have him a wrestling Wow, that is huge.
I mean, I don't want to say,
Oh, there he goes. Oh, man.
Oh,
Wow.
man. Oh, did the hooks bend out?
No.
It just got off.
Wow.
Doggone.
Right
That
there.
thing was massive. That was, of course, it's going to be even bigger now that I didn't catch it. But that was seriously a big Jack Crevalle. Let's see if we can find another one.
Yeah, they were right in that
I
same
mean,
area.
if one of them's there, they're in a school. Wow.
I know I got to get a plug on. That worked good.
Well, it'll make you want to catch one even more.
Scan the QR code to get more information and purchase the gear that we're using on this show.
One of the best products that we've found in the last couple of years is the Power Pole Move. It's a trolling motor by Power Pole, and it solved all the problems that we were once having. With other brands, everything is better, but they were missing the offshore market. So this year they came out with an 84, a 96, and a 110-inch shaft that will be for larger boats to go offshore, and instead of anchoring, you can just use the trolling motors to hold yourself in place. It's a huge, huge advantage. I had a 60-inch shaft on this particular boat, and I wanted to move it to a 72. Now the 72 allows me to put the motor a little further down in the water, and if it's really rough, it won't come out of the water like the 60. So I was kind of a little bit intimidated about the install on this motor, but Power Pole, as they do with everything, made it incredibly easy. Just simply pull this pin right here out and the old motor comes right off. The new motor, which is on here now, comes with the base plate on it. I simply put it onto the bracket, put the pin back in, and it is literally ready to go. The trolling motor comes prepared with the remote control, so that was already so easy. But I'm still gonna have to do my power poles. I'm gonna have to program those. And as Power Pole does everything, you're not gonna believe how easy it is to program this. So let me show you how to do it. Inside the console, we have 2 pumps, and they operate each of the poles independently. I've got the port and the starboard, 2 different pumps, one operating on each pole. In order to pair this one, I'm gonna push down on the Sea Monster button for 5 seconds, 5 or 6 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. Then push this button on the remote control. Now I'm gonna move over to the starboard and I'm gonna do exactly the same thing over there. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. And then push this button. If we look here, should have the poles go down and the poles go up. That's super easy. Power Pole always makes it easy. This has been a big year for Power Pole. They came out with the offshore trolling motors. They also came out with the 1 pump. So instead of those 2 pumps in my console, I'm only gonna have 1 in the future. It's gonna make everything a lot easier. It's gonna free up some space in the console. It's fantastic.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, live deeper. Hook. Tackle Direct, the world's premier fishing outfitter. Yeti, built for the wild. Live Water Sports. Golden Boat Lifts. Power Pole Move. And by Nikon.
Thanks for watching Saltwater Experience. If you want to see more seasons of Saltwater Experience, go to waypointtv.com, or you can check us out on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook.
Big ray with
Okay.
looks like a big jack on it, maybe?
I got it.
Huge jack. Oh, yeah. That's gonna work. Do you see the ray?
Oh, yeah.
Jack's coming hard. Oh, did you get it?
Yes, he
Dude,
did.
that's so cool. Wow. Wow. That's a big one, huh?
Oh! No! No, he's back with the rake. You see him? See the rake taking off over there? The jack's with him.
He loved it the first time.
Dude, he loved it the first time.
Did not like it the second time.
A lot of times, when I'm fishing for jacks with a hookless plug, he'll have them on about the same amount of time, and they'll grab the thing like a dog with a bone, and they'll take off with it. And the drag's pulling, and you don't even have any hooks on the thing. And you can fight one for a long time like that. And I kind of think that's what happened. That guy grabbed it really hard like that and takes off with it and lets it go or whatever, and it comes out and it doesn't get hooked.
Jeez, that's what you've been looking for. Wow.
Huge mouth.
Is he taking a lot of line? Should I go with the big
Yeah.
motor?
Yeah, we should go. A lot of times the jacks will come and they'll eat the lure and turn like that, and you get this real hard bite. This one just came right behind it and just ate it like a sailfish eating a kite bait. I was reeling that lure as fast as I could. And dude, that thing came up behind it and just inhaled it. He's right here. It's a real good one. This could be PB. Whew. That is a strong fish, and this is light tackle. Dang!
Hey, look at him in the water. That's beautiful.
What a big dog. I want this one.
Here we go. Almost.
We got it. Ooh, boy.
Oh, there he is.
That's got to be my personal best.
Nice job.
All right, hold.
That is a big jack.
That is awesome.
Nice job. Dude.
Whoa! That is definitely personal best, and we got a scale for it.
Wow.
There's 24, so it's like 22 pounds.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I would have guessed even heavier. He looks heavier.
22 pounds. Look at the. Can you imagine
back
catching
on
one of
that
those
thing.
at 60 pounds or something like that?
No, not really.
That would be amazing.
Wow.
All right, that's a beautiful fish. Let's get him back in the water.
Dude,
here, I'll just leave this on here. We'll put him right in the water. And
catching the one on the big rod at the bridge was awesome.
Woo!
But
This
on
thing.
the live bait, but watching him hit your top water plug, man, that is next level.
What an incredible fish.
Woo! See you, buddy.
He is ready.
Wow.
What a bite. That's bite of the year right there,
cool,
man.
man.
That thing just, oh, big mouth. What a day. What a day. Old 7 Mile treated us well again.
Yeah, it's fun.
I don't think we can do much better than that. Whew. Let's go to Marathon.